From the Bishop School in La Jolla, Nike EYBL action here in San Diego. Welcome into our fourth and final contest this weekend. The Veritas Titans and the CIA Bella Vista Bears matching up here in San Diego. It's been a wonderful weekend of basketball action. Jack Cronin and Jonathan Rifkin with you here today, and we wrap it up with another two great teams in action.
Yeah, it's going to be a physical one here, Jack. We saw Veritas could really take Oak Hill down to the wire last night. It was just a 90-second period that got away from them that allowed Oak Hill to venture out into a lead and hold on. Meanwhile, on the other side for Bella Vista, they had the opposite where they were down for much of the game, but a late game push brought them back in it and only losing by 4 to Wasatch.
Same starters for both teams as yesterday, as Bella Vista and Veritas run out their same starting lineups for head coaches Brandon Rosenthal and George Sedan here in this one. And it will be the Titans who control the ball first. Nike EYBL Scholastic is brought to you by Nike. This is Winning Basketball and delivered by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor, Chipotle for real. So the Titans will bring it up here. Veritas out of Chino Hills.
Let's see if Bella Vista has a better chance at stopping Urbano on the perimeter.
Urbano with 20 points yesterday. Going 6 of 13 beyond the arc. The first shot is in. And Urbano has the first 2 after 20 yesterday.
I believe that's the first 2 we've seen him hit.
That's right. Aram Soki Urbano, the 6'4 senior out of Rosarito, Mexico. He's a 48% three-point shooter on the season. He went 6 of 13 yesterday. And had 20 points on the other end of the floor. First for Bella Vista is Jayon Pitt, the senior out of Toronto, who had 9 and 6 in his first game.
Yeah, the Kofi Asari-Jayon Pitt matchup is very intriguing here today.
Here's Urbano, the great three-point shooter up top out of Rosarito. He'll swing it around. Samuel Mena out of Columbia. And back up top for Juan Guerrero Hernandez, who had 18 and 7, the senior from Milwaukee in yesterday's game. Urbano going for 3. It's no good this time. 0 for 1 beyond the arc. He's already hit his first shot of the game.
You can hear the entire Bella Vista staff yelling, "Shooter," every time he touches the ball because they know his eyes are right on that rim.
This is Noah George. He'll swing it around. Alou Diome for Miles Sadler. He'll go for 3. That one's good. And our first three-pointer of the contest comes from the junior Miles Sadler. He had 21 and 6 assists yesterday. He's got his first 3.
Yeah, he started off the game yesterday with unselfish play, but then that evolved, and he really took over offensively in that second half.
Number 37 recruit in next year's class, the junior from Ontario, Canada. Now, well, swinging up underneath, no good. The rebound comes to George. Bella Vista with a 5-2 lead for Sadler now. He'll drive inside, layup coming, that'll go. And a timeout already in this one for Veritas. A 7-2 lead for the Bears.
A team that typically plays slow and physical has decided to turn up the tempo early. And they've responded quite well to the opening points by Bella Vista and Soki Urbano and his long 2. But again, that's the thing that we saw from Veritas. Yes, they come in as this ground and pound team. They're going to try and out-physical you down low. As we are blessed with royalty in the building, the great Brian Dutcher, the head coach of San Diego State. One of the onlookers here this afternoon for these two great programs. But, you know, Veritas, what they showed us yesterday is they're more dynamic than I think people realize. Yes, Jayon Pitt is their focal point offensively when it comes to sort of the physical nature down low. But Miles Sadler is a great contributor around him. Noah George, when they bring in Paul Osururi, the top center in the sophomore class, it is a deep Veritas team, and Bella Vista cannot fall asleep early as you take another look at a great 3 by Sadler.
He's got 5 points early on to lead all scorers in this 7-2 contest, where Bella Vista has jumped out in front. Out of Phoenix, Arizona, 19-4 in the season, 8-2 on the circuit. And nearly completed the 19-point comeback yesterday. Made it a 2-point game late. Here's a 3 on the other wing. That one will go. Samuel Mena, the senior out of Columbia, knocks it down.
Yeah, Mena had some quality opportunities last night. Didn't take advantage, but here, a great shot to open up his day.
Layup underneath won't go. Rebound to Asare. Solhi. Back up top for Hernandez. Here's Urbano, the great three-point shooter. He'll weigh with a fadeaway 2 this time, and it'll go. So 4 points for Urbano in this one. He's tied the game. Now Sadler. Cross-court pass. Up top for George. George all the way around, has the ball stripped away and stolen by Solhi. Now Urbano will bring it up. Solhi will take the three. It's too strong. Rebound to Bella Vista and Jayon Pitt.
Yeah, if they're Veritas, those early shot clock shots, it's fine if you take it, but everybody has to be inside for the rebound.
Well, Asari gets the block on it. Kofi Asari, the 6'9 senior out of Great Britain, on the other end of the floor. A long shot, no good. Here comes Sadler. Through traffic up the floor. Sadler out for George. Lining up for an open three on the wing. It's no good. Rebound inside. Right back to Bella Vista. The layup coming. And the foul instead. Lou Diome will go to the free throw line on the other side with 3:54 remaining here in the first quarter of play. 7 points apiece. We are tied, and the free throws coming off of this attempt. Nike EYBL action coming your way from La Jolla.
No regret. No, I will have no regret. All the things that went wrong for us, I have learned to
Sure, I was the first pick, the rookie to watch, and the back-to-back All-Star. But to get even better, I had to get real with myself. I got real about how I showed up. I got real about how I trained. I got real about what I ate. The results, something about this season, man, it just feels different.
Brian Dutcher representing San Diego State. Quite the contingent here for SDSU.
Fresh off the plane from Logan, Utah last night. Busy weekend for these guys.
Yeah, got back in late and immediately on the trail here. Jack Cronin and Jonathan Rifkin with you in La Jolla. We're at the Bishop School, which has been a great host all weekend long for us. Veritas and CIA Bella Vista matching up their second game each and both looking for their first victory here in San Diego.
Both teams 3 made field goals. Both teams with a three-pointer made, no free throws. It's been pretty even. Well, I guess it's been very even because the score is 7-7 here in the opening 4 minutes and some change. But, of course, it's the physical style of Veritas against the high-octane pace of Bella Vista. The team that can establish their tone and tempo early typically can hold on to control the game. We saw that earlier with Wasatch Academy. They came firing in all cylinders out of the gate, and Oak Hill just did not stand a chance with that pace and that strength.
Lou Diome will go to the free throw line. The junior has Senegal. The 7-7 contest. The first free throw is good. 4-star recruits, third on the circuit in blocks per contest. The average is 2 a game. Offers coming in from places like Arizona State, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Missouri, Ole Miss, and Syracuse. For Lou Diome at 6'10", 220, the junior. Second free throw, no good. Long rebound out to George, and Bella Vista will reset. They were down by 19 yesterday, but came back to make it a 2-point game with about 25 seconds remaining in the contest. Great comeback late, but they fell for the 4th time this year and the 2nd time on the circuit. That one is going to result in a foul coming back the other way. It'll be an offensive foul on Jayon Pitt.
Yeah, Pitt, he was going for the ball, but you'll see him extend his leg. Right there, tripping up and taking to the ground to force the offensive foul for Menya.
Menya will be the one to inbound for Veritas Academy. The Titans out of Chino Hills here in California. SoCal team. 8-7 game to start things out in this first quarter. 3:29 left to go. On the drive, double team is there. Trying to find Asari underneath, and the ball comes out of bounds. It's going to go to Bella Vista. Eight, 7 is the advantage.
Yeah, good early action here, but if you're Veritas, don't let up this defensive pressure that you bring. See them playing the passing lane so aggressively.
Jumping out and doubling a lot early on. Great move to the hoop from Jayon Pitt. The senior out of Toronto, a top 100 recruit, 9-6 yesterday.
Yeah, he struggled a bit to establish himself, but he has that long stride that makes him so difficult to stop.
Remember the under 17 and 18 Canadian national teams? Throw it back up top. Soley. Spinning. And the ball stolen away defensively. We're going to whistle on a foul. As Menia was there holding his defender. 10-7 with 2:29 to go in the first.
Yeah, you could feel the intensity that Bella Vista is playing with right now. They're pressuring the perimeter. They're forcing turnovers and trying to get out in transition. Both teams with those 2 turnovers. But only Bella Vista has scored any points off of turnovers. They're also out rebounding Veritas 6-2, including 2 offensive rebounds.
Austin Good and Paulo Sarui check in for the first time. There's a long 3 for Bella Vista. It won't fall from Sadler. 10-7 is still the lead. 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Juan Guerrero Hernandez up top. Aran Soki Urbano. Great 3-point shooter. He's got 4 points already in this one. Inside, Travis Paleo.
Paleo came in late in last night's game, getting some early action here today.
Out of Diamond Bar. Cut to Asare. Long 2-pointer. Asare no good. Inside rebound. Hernandez battling for it, and we get a whistle and a foul as both sides hit a player fall to the ground.
Double foul. It's going to go on both guys. And
Okay.
you know, this was a complete possession defensively for Bella Vista. They forced Asari to have to take a shot outside his comfort zone, and you see both players wrapping each other up and bringing each other down to the floor. Now, even though it is a double foul, the caveat, 3 team fouls now on Veritas, just 2 on Bella Vista with $1:45 to go here in the quarter.
Double foul is called. Kamila Sabuda, the sophomore out of Lithuania, is on for Veritas. Remember the under-16 national team of Lithuania. Now 3 on the way. It'll go. Rokeem Green for Bella Vista knocks it down. He had 11 yesterday. It's his first triple today.
Yeah, he's a deep threat, somebody who provides a spark off the bench from the perimeter. Introduction to this game, very similar to last night when he hit that right pocket triple.
Junior from Toronto at 6'3", 175, the 4-star recruit. Zabuda. And a travel up top with 1:10 to go in the first. A 13-7 lead for Bella Vista. The Bears come in ranked number 6 on the circuit. They are 8-2 earlier today. We saw Veritas get the win, so they're now 9-2 atop the table. Bella Vista trying to keep pace. Jumper on the way. That'll fall. Eiji Neto, the senior from Angola. Remember, the junior national team in Angola knocks down his first bucket. He had 9 points yesterday. Gets his first 2 here.
Look at the tough defense that Bella Vista is playing on Urbano. They want anybody else on this Veritas team to beat them except for the sharpshooter from Mexico.
He had 20 points yesterday. Paleo with the jumper. Is it going to count? Oh, man, it is going to go.
Control from Paleo. We have seen a number of those shoulder jumpers that have gone in after some contact. The reach right there. Can't get your hand caught in the cookie jar. Paleo makes him pay.
So the senior from Diamond Bar trying to make this a 5-point game right at the end of the first quarter. 39 seconds remaining in the first. Free throw is good. 5-point contest, 15-10. Here is Green. Back out for Sadler. Sadler's going to be fouled by Asari. Got caught on the switch, and the big man is called for the foul.
Yeah, I like the idea of extending out as a big man, but you don't want to give any free opportunities here in a reset. Only divide the shot clock by 2 seconds to the game clock.
Neto driving in high off the glass, no good. Put back on the rebound coming. It's up, no good again on the third effort. It'll finally fall for Bella Vista.
3 times the charm, Jack. Great job to stick with it. 5 offensive rebounds. And the top center in the sophomore class with the follow.
Osarui with the bucket into the corner. 3 on the way, no good, and that's how we end the first quarter. 17-10 in favor of the 6th-ranked Bears. CIA Bella Vista out in front over Veritas at the end of our first 8 minutes. So Jack Cronin, Jonathan Rifkin with you here. But a great start for Bella Vista. They had that wonderful comeback at the end of yesterday's contest. And here out to a great start today.
Yeah, I mean, it's this high-octane physical defense and turn into offense style, but they also crashed the offensive glass. 4 offensive rebounds, turning into 6 second chance points, and complementing that is limited three-point shooting, but making the most. 2 for 4 from beyond the arc, and they're also keeping Veritas off the perimeter. Just 1 for 5 from 3 for the Titans. So it's really a complete effort right now for Bella Vista en route to a 7-point lead.
Take a look at today's Chipotle Player Spotlight. It's going to be Jayon Pitt. Oh, yeah. We'll get our first burrito order from Jayon Pitt. The other 3 guys went for burrito bowls, but Jayon Pitt is a 4-star. His second season is the number 90 recruit in the top 100 for ESPN. Going burrito with brown rice and chicken.
A 4-star with a 5-star burrito order.
Okay.
Burrito, brown rice, black beans, chicken, queso, lettuce, and cheese. Queso and cheese, I'm telling you, that is the hack right there. Because cheese is not enough. And by the way, my guess is, I know that it says chicken. They're forgetting a double right there. I bet you Jayon Pitt goes double chicken in his burrito.
Okay. There we go. The Chipotle Spotlight.
What a player he is. We talk about somebody who can really affect a game, even if they're not in the scoring column, and he has that energy. Plays stout defense inside. He crashes the glass. He's always looking for the open man, and he can get his own as well in terms of the scoring category, but a high-quality recruit that will definitely make whatever collegiate program he chooses to be a part of better.
It's going to offer some Arizona State, Cal, Oklahoma State, Oregon, Utah State, Cal State Bakersfield. 9-6 yesterday for Pitt, who already has 4 points in this one for Bella Vista. 17-10 as we start the second quarter. Sadler throws up underneath. Wow! Osarui with the dunk.
The elusive finish by Osarui, gliding down the sideline into the baseline and jamming it home for the finish.
Urbano steps back for 3, launching no good. Rebound back out to the Titans. They'll try it one more time inside from Paleo. And he draws his second foul.
Yeah, Urbano forcing it a little bit. Let's take another look at this. Great move inside for Sadler. And just in tandem with Osarui, the sophomore, who elevates for the finish.
The number 4 recruits in the class 2 years from now. He's just a sophomore out of Canada, 5-star recruit, number 1 center in that class. Already playing on the national scene with Canada. 10 points yesterday.
And by the way, with the San Diego State brass here in the stands, he reminds me of some of the prototypical bigs you see at San Diego State, the Nathan Mensahs, the Magoon Guas. He provides that energetic, high-quality center mentality that they like down at the Mesa.
6'9", 210. Pops out here for 3, no good. Rebound, though, to the Bears as they follow the shot. Right back around, looking for Sadler. Miles Sadler up top. That one taken away by Urbano. Will he line up for 3? No, instead he goes cross-court. Paleo will take the 3. That one's no good. And a foul is going to be called back the other way.
Yeah, the pace right now just a little too much for Veritas. Only down by 7, plenty of opportunity left. But they're 1 for their last 7 from the field. As we take another look at the miss here and then the ensuing foul. But you can see the frustrations, right? Yes, they got the rebound. Everybody get back and defend. Instead, you're picking up a foul for your team. And you get it right back with an offensive foul on the illegal screen at midcourt.
So an offensive foul will go back the other way. Pitt called for the foul. 7-point game. 6:46 to go in the half.
I think they're going to pull Pitt here for good. Now that he's picked up his second foul.
So Pitt picks up his second. Lucas Tukum, the junior out of Cameroon, will come back on. A.G. Neto. That is Abuda. Now Hernandez. Long three for Hernandez. Bounces no good. Rebound inside Osorui.
Yeah, they need to get him going. He really took over the game late last night for Veritas.
Sadler through traffic. Layup no good. They throw it ahead. Getting down the floor. Hernandez up no good. Blocked away and taken by Bella Vista.
Great contest down low right there.
This will be a long two. In and out no good. Rebound underneath. It goes to Veritas. 6:06 remaining in the half. A 19-12 lead for Bella Vista. Cerulli will check out. Alou Diom is back on.
Yeah, and it's a nice rotation of bigs for Bella Vista. Jayon Pint, Alou Diom, Paulo Cerulli. Have a plethora of depth of the big man position.
Paleo. Nice stepping two on the way in and out. And the rebound to Diom, getting up for it. George.
And despite Veritas only shooting 27%, they're still in this game.
Ball out of bounds, it goes to Veritas.
It certainly helps when you force Bella Vista's fifth turnover of the game. We talked about assists a lot last game. Jack, Bella Vista has 5 assists on 8 made field goals. Great ball movement to set up the open guys.
7-point lead. Juan Guerrero Hernandez had 18 and 7 yesterday. The senior from Milwaukee driving inside, lays it up and in. His first points of the day, and he makes it a 5-point contest. Won't go. Down the floor again. Looking for Hernandez. Back-to-back buckets.
Things turning on a dime here for Veritas. Great defense by Urbano, leading to a transition basket by Hernandez and forcing Bella Vista into their first time out of the half.
So each side now has called one. What was a decent lead has now become 3 as Veritas makes a mini run behind Juan Guerrero Hernandez.
Nice job here on the other end. Look at the defense, staying strong, extending, getting all ball. Good follow by Asari, the secured, and then the gun up to Hernandez. They need to get him going. I think he's the X factor because on the perimeter, right, Urbano is the main focal point offensively for Veritas, but right now it is a huge defensive effort to try and deny him the basketball. And when he gets the basketball, he's getting at least 2 guys up on him.
Right.
So it's about next man up. And last night it was Hernandez who emerged as the focal point off of Urbano for Veritas. So they need to find him opportunities to get back into his rhythm, and that layup right there in transition certainly helps.
Between the two of them, they had 38 points. Scopi Asari added 15 and 9 yesterday for Veritas.
Just 1 for 8 from three-point shooting here in the first half for Veritas Academy. On the other side, though, Bella Vista, they're very meticulous. They're not going to take a lot of threes, and if they do, they're open. They're only 2 for 6, but again, 44% here in the first half, and 5 assisted baskets on 8 made field goals.
3-point game with 5 to play in the first half. Bella Vista with 19, spraying the ball around. Sadler with 5, 4 each for Pitts and Osorui.
Cooler morning here on the coast, but still some perspiration being built up on the hardwood. The perils of 68-degree weather in February.
I'm telling you.
Here in San Diego.
San Diego makes its money in February and November.
Titans out of Chino Hills, Bella Vista out of Phoenix, Arizona. Both somewhat emblematic of the weather that we have here in San Diego.
And back to action, trending toward the end of the first half. Noah George will bring it up. For Sadler. Great spin move from Sadler, just short on the attempt. Rebound to Hernandez. Juan Guerrero Hernandez down the floor. He'll spin underneath. That one's blocked away by Diome. And a whistle. Looking at the clock with 4:40 left to go. Ball will come out of bounds to Veritas.
Bella Vista hasn't scored in 3 minutes and 18 seconds of game action.
And Veritas has come back from that deficit.
6-0 run in that span.
Here's Guerrero. Guerrero Hernandez underneath, lays it up. That one no good, blocked away again. Second block for Diome on the possession. And it goes out of bounds to Bella Vista.
Great defense there from Bella Vista on both attempts. For Veritas closing down the lane and forcing tough layups.
George. Bella Vista looking to break the drought. And swing it around. Neto. For Sadler. Sadler throwing it up right beneath the bucket, and the layup is there. Lucas Tucum, the junior, makes it 21-16.
Tucum wasn't even ready for it, but the pass was so perfect it just fell softly into his arms.
And that one blocked away. Again, it's Diome, his third straight block for Bella Vista. George underneath. That would have been blocked. Kofi Asare. And it brings us to a timeout. Wow. Both ends of the floor.
Did you get the invite, Jack, to the block party here at Bishop School? Because right now, that is what is happening on the hardwood.
21-16, Bella Vista out in front. Coming back to finish the second quarter. Nike EYBL action in La Jolla.
Brisket is back at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guacced. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
No regret. No, I will have no regret. All the things that went wrong for us, I have learned
So how would you describe the chicken to someone who had never tasted it?
Literally melt in your mouth tender. We don't have a freezer, you know? It's almost like a farmer's market. When you walk into the restaurant, you should hear the sizzle that you're hearing right now. It just sends all those waves up to your mouth.
You're making me hungry.
Nike EYBL action here in San Diego. From the Bishop School in La Jolla, Jack Cronin, Jonathan Rifkin with you. 21-16 Bella Vista out in front. The Bears shooting 43% to start the game, led by 5 points from Miles Sadler.
Yeah, I mean, it's a complete game, though, for Bella Vista. 5 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds for Sadler, but they have 7 different point scorers here in the first half, showing the depth of this team and the trust that they all have within each other, too. But don't count out Veritas. They haven't scored in 1:39 seconds, but they've held Bella Vista to 1 for their last 7 from the field. So even though it's not falling offensively for them, they're still rallying defensively.
3 on the way for Green. It's off the mark, no good. Juan Guerrero Hernandez pulls down the rebound. Aram Soki Urbano now across the line. 0 for 2 beyond the arc. Urbano in this one. He does have 4 points. Hernandez inside for Asare. The jumper counted. Asare makes it a 3-point game.
Smart play by Asare. He actually faked the screen for Urbano to draw his guy into the double on Urbano, freeing him up for the easy finish.
Now George on the other side for Akeem Green. Green turns for Diome. His jumper won't go, but Green gets it back. Up top, George with 3 to play in the first half and a 3-point lead. Neto, short, rebound out to the Titans. They'll push. Looking ahead, Hernandez reverse layup, no good, but he draws the foul on Tucum. And we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
We've seen Hernandez eke out as the cherry pick quite a few times this tournament, and it's worked because he's allowed himself to get opportunities. Here, a late closeout by Tucum. Some contact sending Hernandez to the line. By the way, Bella Vista, 7 offensive rebounds, but they haven't been able to really convert only 2 second chance points on those 7 offensive rebounds. So Veritas sticking with them defensively regardless of the second and sometimes third opportunities for Bella Vista.
So here he is, Juan Guerrero Hernandez. A 6'5 senior misses the first free throw. 18 and 7 yesterday. Jayon Pitt will check back in for Bella Vista to replace Lucas Tucum. One more coming.
Limited free throws on both teams. 1 for 2 for Bella Vista. Now 4 for 5 for Veritas.
Hernandez adds one. 21-19. 2-point game with 2.5 to go in the first. Long three on the way, it's good. Elu Diom with a 3-point bucket.
Boy, did Bella Vista need that one. They were 1 for their last 9 from the field, and none of them from 3 before that one.
That ball went off of the foot of George. Is going to remain with the Titans. Back to a 5-point lead. Couple of substitutions as Miles Sadler and Paulo Saruri check back in for Diom and George. 2:17 to play in the second quarter, trending toward the end of the first half. Juan Guerrero Hernandez, whistle and contact with the foul coming against A.G. Neto.
4th foul here on Bella Vista, so none to give, the final 2:10 of this half. Nice little stutter, good screen, and yeah, just an overcorrection there by Neto.
So the ball will come out of bounds to the Titans.
Paleo comes back in here for Veritas.
Mohamed Bahmed as well, the senior from Morocco, is on. Out of the corner, here's Urbano rising for 3, and he knocks it down. His first of the day.
And a big one at that, Jack, cutting the deficit to 2. He gave that right hand a little kiss, saying thank you very much for draining that triple.
Trying to answer, and they do. Rakeem Green on the other side.
Give it up, get it back.
So Ramsoki Urbano is 1 for 3 beyond the arc. He has 7 points in this one. Hernandez waiting inside for Asare. With the fadeaway, in and out. Rebound, Sosarui. Up top for Sadler now. Bella Vista by 5, and a whistle and a foul as Urbano reaches in.
Urbano working hard defensively, but a little too aggressive right there. Luckily, only the second team foul here for Veritas, so still 2 to give here. The final $112 of the half.
27-22. Baseline drive, Osaruri, ball out of bounds. Ran right into Asare, and it will be Titan basketball.
Yeah, Jayon Pitt showing a little frustration right there. Thought he may have retained enough contact to draw the whistle. Nonetheless, though, Veritas remaining stout defensively. Falling Bella Vista to 28% shooting in the quarter after they shot 54% in the first quarter.
Less than a minute to play. Paleo. Vermenia. Now Asare well beyond the 3-point line. He'll drive. Asare coming inside. Layup no good, but he's fouled. That will go against Austin Good.
Yep, a little bit too elevated right there for Good, bumping him with his knee, and that's going to send Asare to the line. This works for Veritas. Slow the pace down, stop the clock, get to the line. We saw them do it at the end of the third quarter last night in the game against Oak Hill, where they were able to get to the free throw line and hit 3 free throws to make it a 47-47 game, but you got to hit them when you're there. Fortunately, Asare misses the first. He does have 4 blocks in this half, by the way. Continuing to make his presence felt on the defensive side.
That's an incredible rebounder and defender, but he also had 15 and 9 yesterday.
Some electrifying dunks.
Both free throws no good, but the Titans get the ball back. Urbano tracks it down inside for Asare!
He's not going to miss the dunk. He might miss the free throws, but he is not going to miss the dunk. Great play.
27-24. Back within 3, Veritas. Now Green again for the triple. It bounces no good. Rebound to the Titans.
No shot clock. Just the game clock here left in the half. An opportunity to tie.
Slowly down the floor. Around for Mena. Up top, Urbano. Bouncing away. It's out of bounds. Well defended by Rokeem Green.
Yeah, he's fired up after that one. It's not easy to stop Urbano. He's able to utilize his combination of dribbling and footwork to free up space, and Green able to lock him up right there and force the turnover. Turnover number 4 on Veritas.
Sadler gets a screen up top with 8 seconds left in the half. Drives all the way in, coast to coast for the layup. This will do it for the first half of play. Bella Vista goes to the break up by 5.
What an electric finish here for Bella Vista. They went scoreless for 2 minutes until that gorgeous drive and layup by Sadler. Boy, is he fun to watch when he has ahead of steam. His ability to remain in control amongst the bigger bodies down low is second to none here in the Preps game.
Very impressive finish. And there seemed to be an answer for Bella Vista there. Every time that Veritas got back into it a little bit, there'd be a run, and then boom, either it'd be Green hitting a 3, Sadler with the shot. There was always an answer for Bella Vista.
But the antithesis of that, it was a 17-10 game.
Yeah.
Where Bella Vista was up by 7, and slowly but surely, Veritas chipped away, maintained physicality, got to the free throw line, made a couple of timely threes, and they only find themselves down by 4 despite shooting 37% in that first half.
Soki Urbano with 7 points. He went 1 for 3 beyond the arc. He leads the way for Veritas. 5 points each for Hernandez and Paleo. On the other side, for Bella Vista, they really spread the ball around. 7 points for Sadler, including that final bucket of the half. 6 points from Green, a couple of big threes in the first period. Diome and Pitt each had 4 for Bella Vista. And they lead by 5, 29-24 here at the half. Nike EYBL basketball coming your way from La Jolla.
Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue with the tint. Quit asking me questions. I'm tired of these questions. Asking me questions, I want more questions. They all in my business like TMZ. But back in the day, they ain't noticed me. They weren't coming to see me like Otis, but I always felt like the coldest. I had a little chip on my shoulder. Then I got older and older. And I had to flick it off. I feel like a boss like I'm Ricky Ross. But I got no Maybachs. They do anything for the clout. It's thanks when they say that. If I take your girl, don't be in my DM asking for your payback. We say if a lot of things like money, but hoes gonna say that. And homie, they straight facts. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue with the tint. Quit asking me questions. I'm tired of these questions. Asking me questions, I want more questions. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue with the tint. Quit asking me questions. I'm tired of these questions. Asking me questions, I want more questions. The grass greener on the other side. I took a peek in that grass red from all these homicides. I mean, you gotta look alive, cause in the field get live. Or you gon' have your mama crying, asking God why. Why is my son in that casket? Why he get caught lacking? Why was he acting tough knowing damn well he bad at acting? His girl say he be tripping, but the op say he wasn't packing. Some niggas just wasn't built for the other side. Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions.
Ready for the second half here today as Bella Vista leads at 29-24. The Bears, the number 6 team in the rankings, out in front looking for their first win in these 2 games in San Diego.
Yeah, and it was a very interesting dichotomy of the first and the second quarter. The first quarter, offensive dominance by Bella Vista. Second quarter was really physical and controlled more by Veritas. It could have been worse than just a 5-point deficit here at the half. At one point, they were down by 7. It felt like Bella Vista had the momentum and the energy, but slowly Veritas reestablishing their physical style of play to maintain just a 5-point deficit.
29-24 as we start the third quarter of action. The Bella Vista Bears, who mounted a 19-point comeback against Wasatch last night, going to fall by 4 in that contest. Wasatch, by the way, won earlier today and took down Oak Hill for the de facto championship in this little mini 4-game set in San Diego. For the Bishop School in La Jolla, Nike EYBL action for you, Jack Cronin, Jonathan Rifkin, and we are ready for the second half.
I think in this half, Veritas has to keep CIA Bella Vista off of the offensive glass. 7 offensive rebounds, providing 5 more shots for the Bears in that first half.
Solely underneath with the turnaround. Oh, going out of nowhere. Kofi Asare starts the second half.
The electricity that Kofi Asare brings to the table, the spark injected into Veritas to open up the second half gates.
And now it's just a 3-point game. That's how we start the third quarter. On the baseline look. Good double team defense from Veritas, collapsing on the baseline. They swing it back out. Diome with 3 blocked shots in a row in that second quarter. Now for Jayon Pitt, he'll take the deep 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, though, falls to Diome, and a new possession for the Bears.
And not necessarily Pitt's game right there, trying to show off the range, but more in between the perimeter and the basket kind of player.
Underneath, we got a foul, they'll count the bucket.
Right on cue, Jack. Didn't hit the long 3, but he said, this is more of my style. Let me take the contact, show off the strength, the control, and finish here despite the double team and the hold.
Samuel Mena is called for the foul. He'll check out. And Jayon Pitt will go to the line to try and complete the 3-point play to extend the lead back for Bella Vista.
For his 7th point. Just the third free throw of the game here for Bella Vista.
That's good.
And by the way, offensive rebound, just like we talked about, Bella Vista of the missed three, turning into an offensive rebound and second chance points.
Urbano up top for Stoli. Now Juan Guerrero Hernandez. Stoli back out. 10 to shoot. Lost the ball underneath. We're going to get a jump ball here with the arrow favoring Bella Vista.
I'd like to see Veritas try to get Juan Hernandez involved a little bit more offensively. Bella Vista doing a great job of squeezing out the perimeter on Urbano. Nobody really has stepped up around him.
Urbano's got 7 points. The great three-point shooter had 20 points last night on 6 of 13 shooting, just 1 for 3 beyond the arc. There is Noah George off into the corner. 3 on the way for Tucum. It's good. Lucas Tucum makes it 35-26.
Yeah, defense falling asleep right there. Tucum took advantage in that left pocket. Lead up to 9, the largest of the day here for Bella Vista.
35-26. Here is Urbano going for 3. No good. Rebound inside. Back to the Titans, and Bella Vista takes it away. So Urbano now is 1 for 4. Here's George. He'll knock down the 3. And we got a timeout for Veritas with 5:43 remaining in the third quarter. What a burst for Bella Vista.
A 9-0 run in just a minute and 52 seconds. This is exactly what happened to Veritas last night. When Oak Hill was playing, It was a tie ball game, and they won an 11-0 run in just under 2 minutes.
It was 47 apiece last night at the end of the third quarter, and then that 11-0 burst ended up being the game.
And it's one of those situations where this burst is happening earlier.
Right.
So if you're Veritas, you're still in this game.
Yeah.
But it is in danger of getting out of hand. You've got to slow the pace down, get back to your physical presence, and really frustrate Bella Vista on the perimeter.
Great timeout from George Zidane, the founder of the Veritas Academy. Chino Hills. And the timeout here to try and end the 9-0 run. Lucas Tucum, the junior from Cameroon, hitting the 3. Jayon Pitt with a 3-point play. Sadler's got 7. Pitt's got 7.
What a great venue for this EYBL, Jack, here at the Bishop School. A lot of great venues nationally, but few of them are overlooking the Pacific Ocean. You walk out there, there's this beautifully curated lawn, and right over the gorgeous campus here is that sparkling body of water.
I mean, it looks like a college campus here. I mean,
it is
really
pristine.
Great.
I mean, green, lush vegetation everywhere. Sort of old colonial-style buildings right on the coast, the western tip of central San Diego. And hosting some high-quality basketball, the fourth and final game of our tournament.
Bella Vista with a 38-26 advantage on a 9-0 run. Out of the timeout called by Veritas. They will have the basketball. Juan Guerrero Hernandez will bring it up.
Veritas looking for their first points in over 2 minutes.
5:33 to go in the third quarter. Paleo. For Urbano. Underneath, the Sare. Paleo holding on the wing, 4 to shoot. Tries to put it up, it's blocked away. It's another block for Diome. Alou Diome has been fantastic defensively in this one. Here's Sadler for that great layup at the end of the first half. Noah George just hitting a 3. Back for Sadler now around the perimeter. Here he goes on the attack. Out of the corner. Pitt for 3. It's good. Jayon Pitt makes it 41-26.
Great job spreading the floor right there for Bella Vista and finding Pitt for the open 3.
Nice attempt on the layup from Hernandez. Ball goes out of bounds to Bella Vista. You're right. Ball movement, team basketball all the way around. Find the open look for the 3.
Yeah, 10 assists on 16 made field goals for Bella Vista in this game. The last field goal for Veritas came at the 7:40 mark of the quarter. It was the dunk by Kofi Asare. Veritas just 1 for 5 in this quarter from the field. Meanwhile, Bella Vista 4 for 5 from the field, 3 of them from beyond the arc.
41-26 in this one. As Bella Vista will bring it up. Pitt off his three-pointer. Get it to Noah George. Back for Pitt. Inside look. Pitt draws 4 defenders. For Sadler. Inside layup. Count it.
Primarily the distributor on this team with 4 assists, but getting his 9th point right there.
Sare short, and the run continues for Bella Vista. George. Back out for Tucum, all the way up, no good. Rebound to Hernandez. Through traffic. Hernandez for Asare. Trying to save it. Zerbano will track it down near midcourt. Urbano with the fadeaway. It'll fall.
Everybody in the building knew that Urbano was planning to shoot, but his savviness with the basketball to create space, uncanny.
On the other end, George trying for the three-pointer. It's out for Hernandez now. He'll lose the basketball. It's out of bounds. 43-28, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:21 to play here in the third. Bella Vista well out in front. Nike EYBL action from La Jolla.
Sure, I was the first pick, the rookie to watch, and the back-to-back All-Star. But to get even better, I had to get real with myself. I got real about how I showed up. I got real about how I trained. I got real about what I ate. The results, something about this season, man, it just feels different.
.28 here at the Bishop School in La Jolla. Third quarter action, 3:21 to play. Bella Vista over Veritas so far, 43-28 on a 14-0 run. It's 14-2 now, but a 14-0 run for the Bears, the 6th-ranked team, out in front.
Yeah, it's one of those games right now where Bella Vista has done a great job of controlling the pace and playing their style from the onset. Veritas likes to slow things up a little bit, really relinquish any sort of softness and unleash their physicality, but it's been the Bella Vista game right now with this 15-point lead.
So 3:21 remaining in the third. Out of the timeout. And it will be Bella Vista with Austin Goods inbound.
But if you're Veritas, you're getting your shots, you're getting your looks. Just keep playing your brand offensively. It's the defense that needs to step up a little bit and really frustrate Bella Vista because right now they're getting everything they're looking for.
Aram Silky Urbano leading the way with 9 points, but just 1 of 4 beyond the arc. Good on the baseline. Out for Miles Sadler. Sadler driving, blocked away by Hernandez. But he comes right back to it. Sadler off to George. The corner 3, no good. And another opportunity on the offensive glass. Neto. This corner 3's no good. Osarui the rebound. Back for Neto. Osarui, free throw line jumper, no good. Gets his own board and slams it home.
Was it a jumper or a pass to himself? Because he was ready for the board and the slam.
Perfectly executed.
That turns it into an 18-4 run over 6 minutes here in this quarter.
18-4. Makes it 45-28. And a foul as Hernandez is taken down. Sadler will pick up the foul.
Another good look at the putback here. I like seeing Osaruri remain aggressive on that shoulder, but got to be ready for Veritas closing out the rebound. Nobody was around, and Osaruri made a pay. And here's the reach around by Sadler that drew the foul on the other end.
Asare. Long three for Hernandez, no good. Rebound inside, pulled down by Whitfield Ching.
Yeah, Ching got into the action late last night. They're going to need his size and athleticism here if they want to claw their way back. Good job sticking with it to secure their team's 6th offensive rebound. 11, though, on the O board for Bella Vista.
Juan Guerrero Hernandez getting it in. Whitfield Ching Jr. now for Urbano. Ching gets it back. Less than 2 to play here in the third quarter. Hernandez. They clear it out for him. Baseline look. Up for 3. It's too far. No good from Zabuda. And quickly down the floor. Bella Vista in the corner. Good for 3. It'll roll on in.
That's the home rule right there for Austin Good, forcing Veritas into a timeout. Another 2+ minutes of scoreless basketball for Veritas. And look at the ball movement here. Osaruri recognizing Urbano selling out on the double fring of Good, who took the long way down to the bottom of the net.
Well, Osaruri was fast down the floor for a big man, a sophomore. He had a little burst there, and it drew the defenders to him, left Good open in the corner.
I'm telling you, he reminds me of Pascal Siakam, some of those really talented bigs who can stretch the floor offensively but match up with anybody of size, stature, and physicality on the other side defensively.
Yeah, it's been impressive. Osaruri helping this Bella Vista team with a 14-0 run and an 18-4 run. They've really pushed things here in this third quarter.
It's been a different pace, I think.
Yeah.
Veritas has been able to mostly control the tangibles that they like to put out there in terms of physicality and interior presence, but Bella Vista has turned up the tempo in this third quarter, outscoring Veritas 19-4 in just the third quarter alone. And by the way, they've taken 5 more field goals because of the offensive rebounds and because of the 3 turnovers they forced Veritas into in this quarter. So if you're looking for a complete showing, defense and the offense, this is a quarter for you in terms of Bella Vista's game.
They're up by 20 now. Hernandez with 1:20 remaining in the third. Drives inside, he's going to be fouled. Osaruri. And it's going to be on Austin Good.
A very different game here from Hernandez Jr. than what we saw last night when he had 18 points on 5 for 14 shooting. He also got to the line 10 times last night. This is just his second trip here today.
First free throw, no good. 20-point game with 18 remaining. Now, Lou Diome will check back in for Good. In and out, missing the free throws. It'll be saved by Bella Vista. Green will bring it up. Rakeem Green with a couple big-time three-pointers in that first half. Ray Ginetto. And the ball out of bounds. It will come to Veritas.
Hernandez active hands right there, and then Neto tried to make one last effort at it, skidding off the tip of his fingers and trickling out of play. Veritas trying to get back on the board after 3 minutes of scoreless basketball.
Travis Palaio. That one out of bounds. Well done by Pitt to come out defensively and extend for Bella Vista.
Veritas has not scored since the 3:30 mark of the quarter. And before that, they were on a 4-minute drought, so it's been 2 baskets in between 2 very long scoring droughts in this quarter.
Yeah, just 4 points in the quarter for Veritas. 48-28. Here is Urbano. Inside with a runner. It won't go. And the rebound to Bella Vista. Green Osoruri with the runner, no good. Ching with the rebound, back out to Hernandez. Down the floor, cross-court pass, Vallejo, back to Urbano.
Good closeout right there by Aludiome.
And a steal, it's Green. Down the floor for the dunk. This is the end of the third quarter here. Urbano, 4 seconds left in the quarter. A long 2 on the way. That is good. It ends the quarter of play, but Bella Vista up 50-30. And we have reached our final 8 minutes here with the Bears up by 20.
A 21-6 run in those 8 minutes of the third quarter, Jack. And every single player who has seen the court for Bella Vista in this game, 10 of them have found the scoring column. How about 7 rebounds in just 13 minutes of action for Osoruri? And a great steal into a dunk there for Rakeem Green. And then Urbano just trying to salvage what he can at the end of that quarter and get on the board.
He does have 11 points, but he's 1 of 5 shooting beyond the arc. Keep in mind, last night he went 6 of 13. 20 points total for Urbano. 1 for 5 this time around beyond the arc.
Yeah, and it's really hard for a defense to just squeeze him out and try to force him into uncomfortable situations because he's so savvy off the ball, in possession of the basketball. Everybody on the team trying to free him up. The old Ray Allen double screen, right? Running along the baseline, curling around the perimeter and trying to feed him the basketball. But what Bella Vista has done is they're not really playing him off the ball. They're playing the passing lanes off the ball. So that way they're just cutting him off wherever he goes. And it's forcing other players to have to try and force the issue. And just nobody else has been able to get it going right now for Veritas.
It's a 20-point game with our final 8 minutes on tap. Urbano does lead the way with 11 for Veritas. On the other side, as Jonathan mentioned, every single player who has seen the court for Bella Vista has scored in this game, led by 10 from Pitt and 9 from Sadler.
It is a collective effort for Bella Vista. Last night, they started to fall behind. And the reason they made that comeback was twofold. Number one, they forced Wasatch into some very difficult foul trouble down the stretch. But their depth started to become an issue for Wasatch to defend. And right now, Veritas really not getting much off the bench from anybody. And that has posed a problem compared to Bella Vista, who's getting contributions across the board.
9 different Bears players have scored in this one. Our final 8 minutes, 50-30. Hernandez, great cut and pass, but the ball's out of bounds on the turnover, and it goes back the other way. Oh, no, wait. Tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Veritas.
Yeah, bailout right there to keep it for Veritas. I like the cut for Urbano, but he's just not as comfortable around the rim, and you can see the size disadvantage for him down low, playing a part in his decision to pass it rather than go for a reverse.
And out of bounds again, it stays with Veritas.
And you could probably hear the Bella Vista coaching staff trying to instruct their players that Urbano is going to try and curl out to the wing and to play those passing lanes just like we were discussing.
In for Hernandez. Now for Whitfield Ching, who goes for 3, no good. Nice rebound from Osoruri. Paul Osoruri at 6'9", the sophomore from Ontario, the number 1 center in the sophomore class. Inside, Osoruri tried for the dunk. Wow, he had the wingspan to even go for it and picks up his own rebound and putback.
He is so long, but also the high IQ and wherewithal as Veritas turns it over for their 11th time here today. The high IQ and wherewithal to recognize that, yeah, I might miss this dunk, but I'm in a great position, sandwiched in between 2 Veritas players to regain possession and to go back for the second opportunity. It's 2 points and 1 rebound away from a double-double.
Deep 3 from Sadler won't go. Urbano with the rebound. Osoruri took a tumble at the end of that play. Left open, Palaio for 3, no good. Long rebound, Hernandez. They'll do it again. Hernandez from Whitfield Ching. Back out, Palaio again in the corner. This time no good. Out of bounds, it will go to Bella Vista.
Paleo struggling right now from beyond the arc. 0 for 4, just 1 for 8 from the field. Veritas now shooting 31% of the game and just 13% from 3. That's 2 for 15. To counter, Bella Vista shooting 44% from the field, but they're shooting 42% from 3. They made 8 for 19.
The second half has gone 23-6 in favor of Bella Vista. That's how close it was in the first half, and then the Bears have certainly pulled away. 23-6 in the second half. Neto up top for Sadler. They're swinging around to Rokeem Green. Green, the far side, Neto for 3, launching no good. Rebound to Veritas. Ryan Soley will pull it down. To the corner. 3, bouncing no good. The putback from Asare draws the foul. Very near. Dion was right around the ball on the rim. He's been fantastic. He's got 4 blocks in this game for Dion?
He has 4 blocks in this game. He has 3 offensive rebounds, and he's doing everything he can. Try and disrupt the bigs down low for Veritas, but Asare doing his own impression. He has 4 blocks and 5 rebounds.
And now 7 points, counting that free throw.
It's not been taken out of this game. And those were the first points of the quarter for Veritas.
They come from the free throw line. Great to see from Asare playing the full 26 minutes.
Yeah, they need him. They know that his physical style is the best way to counter the bigs down low.
Great example right there. He gets in the passing lane. Out of bounds, 5:53 to go. Noah George returns for Rokeem Green. George. Tukum. And a foul. Go against Zabuda.
Yeah, you're going to see Veritas sort of up the physicality here in the final 5:45. They only have 8 second half points right now. They know they have to get stops to try and climb their way back into it. Time of the essence. They have not scored more than 15 points in a quarter in this game. They scored 14 in the second quarter.
George out of bounds. Ball stays with Bella Vista.
More physical play here from Veritas, just trying to be as disruptive as possible. And Bella Vista has possession.
In for George. High off the glass, no good. Rebound inside. Dion with a putback. Now it comes out to Urbano. Urbano ahead. Solely for 3. It's good. A much needed 3 for Veritas as they knock it down.
Gorgeous move there from Urbano to find the open man in Solely.
Layup won't go. Long rebound out to Bella Vista. Neto behind the back pass. He finds Lucas Tukum for the inside drive. Layup is... Let's see, is it good on the...
I believe
yes.
he did count it. So originally
okay.
It was waved off, and then a decision here for 2. Well?
No. It'll come out of bounds. All right, it'll come out of bounds. You were right. So this will come in for Bella Vista. Tukum. That one will go. So the foul comes after the bucket for Lucas Tukum to the free throw line.
Yeah, Tukum wanted another opportunity. Nice lob in from Noah to find him. The control through the contact. Lucas Tukum with an opportunity for an and one, and Brian Soley now with his 3rd foul. Haven't seen a lot of Jayon Pitt here in the second half. They haven't needed him. He actually came to the scorer's table and then came back to the bench.
He's getting checked out earlier. He'll be ready to go. Back on the bench for Bella Vista, the steal. Miles Sadler with a behind the back pass for the dunk. Oh, Paul Lasserie.
Savvy from Sadler. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 assists, 3 steals rather. High-quality performance across the board for the point guard.
4.5 to play. 21-point leader. Bono knocks it down. He had 2 defenders all over him.
He had 2 guys over 6'8" in his face, and the net was tied up in the hoop, and it did not matter. He still found a way to can it. My goodness, Aram Soki Urbano with 14 points.
It'll be a timeout for Bella Vista. 4:20 remaining.
And Bella Vista with 8 points here in the quarter, already 2 more than they had in all of the third quarter. Urbano doing his part to try and keep his team in it. All 4 of his misses from 3, but still 6 for 10 shooting.
Yeah, that third quarter wound up being 21-6 in favor of Bella Vista, the difference in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it was purely about pressure, right?
Yep.
Disrupting defensively on that side of the ball for Bella Vista, turning into transition opportunities, and then also the bigs. I mean, Osururi and Pitt and Tucum all playing huge parts in the 21-point third quarter for Bella Vista.
56-38 right now. Bella Vista shooting 43% for the game, 14 assists on 23 baskets. 9 different players have scored in this one for the Bears. That's pretty awesome.
And 1 rebound away for Paul Osururi to secure his double-double.
Okay.
10 points, 9 rebounds.
10 and 9.
In just 15 minutes of action.
Wow, for the sophomore.
High efficiency.
Pitt's got 10, Osururi 10 and 9. 9 from Sadler.
And by the way, everybody has a rebound. Almost everybody has an assist. It is total team effort here for Bella Vista.
Led by the 5 assists from Sadler. Here is George. 4 minutes left to play. 56-38, Bella Vista in front. Here is Sadler. He'll go for 3, launching and good. That's a dozen now for Miles Sadler.
7 of the 9 players for Bella Vista have made a 3 in this game.
Here's Urbano. Solely all the way around, and it's taken away. A steal by Sadler.
13 turnovers now for Veritas, just 6 for Bella Vista.
3 on the way from Neto. That'll go. A.G. Neto. And back-to-back 3s for Bella Vista.
I hope you brought your umbrella, Jack, because it's raining 3s inside Bishops. My goodness.
What a run for the Bears.
And a block party in the first half. And a sea of 3s in the second.
All underneath. Great to see Asare get going for the Titans.
He's in double digits, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 5 blocks.
Underneath, Osururi with the dunk.
Yeah, sort of an apathetic approach right there from Menya, knowing it's best just to let Osururi get his 2 right there.
Not going to get in between him and the bucket. 64-40. There is Asare. He's had a great game. A spin and the bucket. That'll go for Samuel Menya.
Gorgeous play by Menya to get the 2 back.
2:39 left to go here.
A 35-18 run in the second half here for Bella Vista.
And a great rebound off the putback from Good and a pass from George.
17 assists on 27 made baskets for Bella Vista. Just pure ball movement in this game.
And a timeout for Veritas brings us to a timeout on the floor. 66-42, just 2:17 remaining here in the contest, and Bella Vista well in front. Nike EYBL action here in La Jolla.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah, the avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
No regret. No, I will have no regret. All the things that went wrong for us, I have
Brisket is back at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guac. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
Nike EYBL coming to you from San Diego. Jack Cronin and Jonathan Rifkin with you. What a fun weekend. 4 great games. Veritas, Bella Vista, Wasatch, Oak Hill. Put on a great show for the folks here in San Diego. Great to have them in town. Thanks to the Bishop's School, our wonderful host this weekend. Their great campus, great facility, and great personnel here who've really helped us out this weekend. Big thanks all the way around.
Such a great venue, such a great event to take place here in the great city of San Diego. We've seen all sorts of young basketball players, coaches, scouts, agents, all in attendance, and really just watching high-quality basketball.
Urbano in and out on the 3 attempt. We got 2 minutes left in this one. It's been all Bella Vista in the second half here. Really pulled away. A great efficient run for the Bears, who are number 6 in the rankings. Looking to get to 9-2 on the circuit. Deep 3, Neto again, no good. Trying for their 20th win overall as well. Just 4 losses on the campaign. Foul underneath.
And Diome with a little bit of a push-off right there. Oh, check that. They're actually going to call it a Kofi Asari and Veritas. My mistake.
Yeah, you know, there was contact underneath on both sides. 3 curling away for Green, no good. Long rebound back to Austin, good. We'll take more time off the clock now with 1:40 remaining and a 66-42 advantage.
17 offensive rebounds for Bella Vista.
Great cut. Neto on the attempt on the nice pass, and he gets the ball right back. Underneath, he'll go for the dunk.
You could feel the anticipation as he loaded up for that one. Great finish, and to make up for the miss with the steal. Defense leading to offense, and another turnover now, number 15 for Veritas. Look at this again. Like Swiper the Fox right there. And then the load up in the jam. Way to elevate.
So the final minute now. Bella Vista, an impressive game, impressive second half. Drawing the contact and heading to the free throw line.
They have held Veritas to 18 points in the second half. Meanwhile, they put in 39 of their own, looking for 40 here at the free throw line in just the last 15 minutes of action alone.
Rakeem Green makes the free throw, so that is 40 points in the second half for Bella Vista, compared to just 18 for Veritas.
Shooting 44%, 10 made threes. But of course, the real impressive stuff has come on the defensive side. Really limiting Urbano from his three-point prowess and giving everybody else fits.
3, Zabuda trying to bank it in, no good. On the other end, Green, that is no good. Long rebound, tipped ahead to George. Well saved by Austin Good.
Shot clock issue here, so they'll reset things for Bella Vista.
Put 14 on the shot clock. And 38 overall left to play. Good. Back for George. George with a deep 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Long rebound taken by Zabuda. They'll throw it ahead. Urbano launching for a 3. In and out, no good.
Be 2 open right there.
And Diome will bring it up. That will do it. Bella Vista 70-42. An outburst in the second half. An impressive run for the 6th-ranked Bears as they will take it here this afternoon.
A complete performance, 9 different point scorers, 4 of them in double figures, 17, check that, 18 offensive rebounds, 42-29 rebound advantage, 10 made threes, and a really complete end-to-end performance for Bella Vista. And by the way, Paulo Ceruri did indeed get his double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds in just 18 minutes of action.
Well, the sophomore with the double-double And our Nike player of the game is indeed Paul Osoruri.
Just a sophomore, the top center in his class in the nation. But the poise, the control, the athleticism. Look at this. I mean, he misses the dunk, but he has the wherewithal to stick with it and secure the rebound and the two. And then the electricity on the transition play here from Sadler to Osoruri. I mean, what a luxury to have that guy coming off your bench in high-quality action.
Our Nike player of the game, 12 and 10. He finishes with the double-double. But there were 9 players overall who wound up scoring for Bella Vista. A total team effort here in this win.
And that's what it's about, right? Every team has their 1 or 2 players that sort of stand out on the stat sheet or in the scouting report. But Bella Vista really utilizing their depth, playing unselfish basketball. 17 assists on 28 made baskets. That is a winning formula.
Sadler also finishes with 12. They share the ball, they play great defense, and they wind up with a 70-42 win here for the 6th-ranked Bears, who fell in a very close game, a 4-point game last night, and wind up winning this one here 70-42 here today. Well, that'll do it for us. For Jonathan Rifkin, I'm Jack Cronin, our great crew here on site at the Bishop School. Nike EYBL Scholastic brought to you by Nike. This is winning basketball. And delivered to you by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor, Chipotle for real. Thanks for tuning in here all weekend long from San Diego.